failing teeth, or unstable dentures, full-mouth dental implants.
You might not be a candidate in another practice, but here we can definitely help you.
It's been so life-changing. I'd do it 10 times over. It's worth every penny.
When you're looking for a new smile, look for GPS. Dental Implants GPS is here to help you find the pathway to a new smile to restart your life.
It's completely changed me for the better.
Call 800-954-3900 or visit DentalImplantsGPS.com.
You the support you need and help to get the best result possible.
Injury attorneys, call 1-800-8-million.
Right now at 3, who will decide Diddy's fate? Jury selection started today in his New York sex trafficking trial. What happened inside the courtroom and the shocking allegations that could keep Diddy in prison for life. And can tariffs save Tinseltown? How President Trump says he wants to help Hollywood keep more production here.
While many retailers are very concerned about how tariffs may impact their bottom line, one particular type of business says business is booming. I'm Hetty Chang. I'll explain coming up.
The NBC4 News at 3 starts now.
And we begin at 3 with major developments involving one of LA's most powerful unions. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Annabelle Sedano. NBC4's Eric Leonard joins us live from the News Operations Center with developing new details. Eric.
Yeah, this involves the union that represents most LA City firefighters. The National Organization of Fire Unions, called IAFF, has announced that it suspended the president of LA's fire union, named Freddie Escobar, and 2 other leaders. The umbrella group says they've placed the entire local union into a conservatorship, seizing control of its bank accounts after it says a forensic audit allegedly discovered more than $800,000 in questionable credit card charges. And people could be seen out in the parking lot of the union's headquarters this afternoon near downtown LA, just as news broke that an audit allegedly found years of undocumented credit card spending by the union's leaders. So far, no comment from the union in response to these accusations or information about if things were being taken out of the office, as you saw in the video there. According to the letter that was sent to the LA firefighters by the IAFF, the audit of the spending between 2018 and 2024 found several union leaders had allegedly charged hundreds of thousands of dollars to union credit cards, and they say few receipts were submitted. That followed allegations from the IAFF last fall that a former union secretary had transferred more than $80,000 into his personal bank account and then allegedly used the money to pay off some personal debts. The IAFF wrote in the letter the leadership of UFLAC has abdicated its fiduciary responsibilities, and the financial malpractice by the leadership has dealt serious harm to its membership. Now, UFLAC has been one of the most powerful players inside LA City Hall. So far, we haven't heard back from members of the city council or the mayor's office about all these allegations. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Eric, thank you very much for that. Meantime, jury selection is underway in Manhattan in the federal sex trafficking trial of Sean Diddy Combs. NBC4's Camilla Rambaldi joins us live from the newsroom with a breakdown of day 1 and what happens next. Hi, Camilla.
Hi, Annabelle. The jury selection process is expected to last several days. There are hundreds of potential jurors that have been brought in for questioning. Day 1 wrapped up this afternoon in federal court in Manhattan. Opening arguments are scheduled to start next week. If convicted on all counts, Sean Diddy Combs could face life in prison.
Sean Diddy Combs and his lawyers in a Manhattan courtroom today for his federal sex trafficking trial. Day 1 of jury selection got underway. Legal analyst Royal Oakes on what that process will look like over these next few days.
This is a get acquainted session. You've got huge questionnaires answered by these people. And the real question is, do any of them have sexual abuse, domestic abuse problems in their background?
Combs is facing 5 criminal counts, which include racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Allegations the rapper has denied since his arrest back in September. Last week, his lawyers rejected a plea deal. According to a federal indictment, Combs is accused of creating a criminal enterprise. Prosecutors alleging Combs, quote, abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. 2 years ago,